Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's JJ. Today we're coming back with a video talking about Avado. Basically, you can run your own cryptocurrency nodes, and after that, from there you have full control of the privacy and of course many more incentive for you to basically run your own master node slash nodes, crypto nodes if you want to call it. And of course, I would say that you can stake like Ethereum 2.0 with 32 Ethereum, but of course without 32 Ethereum. And after that, from there, how can you make money from this Avado device? And in this video, we are basically going to jump into all of the topic. And of course, I have received my Avado over here, so you can see stake at home, and after the Avado. And of course, the device looks something like this, similar to the picture. It's the same. So I would say, if you guys want to find out more about the content itself, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and of course turn on post notification. And before we jump into it, disclaimer, there's a link down below which you can use to purchase the Avado devices that they offer. Basically, it starts from $1099 US all the way to $3,950, depending on what kind of hardware slash memory that you need, and of course what kind of nodes are you intending to stake on. So over here you can choose your country, and after that, from there it is going to calculate the price all over again. So I would say for my case itself, I received this device as a affiliate thing. Basically, they asked me to do a review, so I received this device for free for 1 month. So I have a trial period for 1 month to test the device out, and of course, if I like the device itself, I can pay for it. Otherwise, if let's say people use my link and support the channel, X amount of people that buys, I can get a discount off the device. And I would say that I'm being super transparent with you guys, and of course not going to sugarcoat anything. So all the reviews here itself is unbiased, and of course from there I would say the device, when I receive it itself, I personally open it up, and of course I look at how big is the device. So to be honest, I would say it is very small. So for those who are living with somebody else, or let's say your house does not have enough space, and after that your wife, mother or grandparent or whoever is like telling you, hey, we do not have enough space already, why we keep buying all of this stuff and blah blah blah. But of course I would say this device itself is very tiny, so you can just host it anywhere you like it. So I believe that right now we're going to basically jump back to Avado itself, a recap before we jump into the unboxing, and of course what do they offer on the back end. So over here previously I've done a video talking about basically the Avado. I did a review, and of course from there you can run your own cryptocurrency nodes, and after that from there you can generate some passive income just by buying this device and of course hosting it. So I believe that most of you guys are thinking like, hey, is this a GPU miner? Is this like a Bitcoin miner or something like that? But it is not a miner. It is a software, a hardware with the software integrated with it. Basically it's for you to run your own cryptocurrency nodes. If you know about proof of stake slash delegation or like running nodes itself, some nodes itself, they will incentivize you. Basically, if you run the computer for 24 hours slash 7 days slash 365 days, you will basically get incentivized like Ethereum itself. So if you want to watch more about the review, feel free to click on it. It's gonna pop up above. So in the content itself, I basically spoke about why do you want to run your own nodes itself, and after that, what is this Avado company, and after that, the types of nodes slash cryptocurrency that they offer on the Avado backend. And after that, I declared that am I getting one? Yes, I already received mine, so it's over here once again. And of course, for those who are interested, which nodes am I going to run, you can watch the content. And of course, I would say in the content itself, I have said like I want to run this node, and after that from there I would say like how am I going to do it and stuff. So I'm going to jump into the video, and after that which hardware do I recommend, if let's say what kind of nodes you want to run. So all of it is on the video itself. So before I go into the Avado itself, I'd like to share a background story about why did I even get into this crypto staking. Is because of masternodes since the start of the early days during cryptocurrency exploration. I would say I'm in the space since 2017 and itself, and after that from there I heard about Bitcoin mining. It was greatly incentivized previously, and after that I would say that I started off my foot in the cryptocurrency space by mining, and after that from there eventually I went towards holding crypto, and after that eventually right now I just want to run my own masternode slash nodes itself. So I bought the hardware slash bought a lot of hardware to basically mine crypto slash host nodes and blah blah blah. So on my content itself, I share full transparency on the on my video. And of course on masternode itself, basically I'm talking about this part itself is the VPS. Basically you are renting a server that is somewhere else. So if you want to watch this video itself, it's gonna pop up above. So it's a playlist. If you let's say want to watch the content, click on it. So in the content itself, I spoke about like running your own nodes itself, but of course some of you guys do not want to buy the hardware. Instead you want to go for VPS. I would say it is fine also, but of course I would say there's a pros and cons during like if you host your nodes on the VPS or you buy the hardware and host it yourself. So in the video I'm going to talk about it later at the end of the segment itself. So right now, without further ado, we are going to unbox this magical device Avado. So right now we are going to jump into the unboxing. So over here I have the Avado with me, and after that, to be honest, I am super excited to unbox this, and I'm waiting for it for quite some time. And yeah, I'm just a geek that I love these kind of devices, and after that when I receive it, it makes me like, oh geez man, I mean like, yeah man, I'm just kind of nerd. And after that we're gonna open it up and we can see what is inside. So it is a flip box like this, opening it up, and after that from there there's a manual basically telling you how to quick start join the manual itself. Is very simple. It's just 3 simple steps. Connect to your router, the Ethernet itself. So over here I'm just going to put the guide over here, you can see it. Just 3 simple steps and can get started, and of course start mining. And over here, stake at home, basically it's a gift card. And of course this is the moment that to be proud of, to run your own Avado node. And after that, from today on, you are taking full controls of everything, your information and everything. So I would say that this is one of the cons, I mean like pros, that I love about running your own nodes, is because basically you have your you have control with all of the privacy, that maybe like your data going through and forth where, and after that from there you are running your own nodes, so you can trust your nodes instead of just relying on some third party. And of course, if let's say the third party decided to screw you up, and that's it man, I mean like you will get screwed hard. And after that over here, I would say without further ado, they also sent me a free fan over here. It's an additional fan. If let's say you click on the site itself, it is going to tell you to basically register, and after that from there you can get your free fan if let's say you want to order it. So use the link down below. And of course, other than that, they also asked me to stay safe by giving me a Bitcoin mask. So I would say this over here is reusable mask that you can just put it on, and after that from there I would say yes, very good quality, to be honest. And after that, right now we're gonna unbox and see what is in the box itself. So let me pull it up. So over here the Avado logo, and after that over here there's some styrofoam. Put it away, and after that you can see that on the device, I mean in the box itself, this is the actual device. And after that I'm just gonna pull it out and show you guys how big is the device for those who are wondering. Alright, give me a while. Okay, so for the device itself, is something like this, and yeah, basically the logo. And of course at the back itself we can see a few like Wi-Fi ports, and after that all the necessary hardware. So to compare, I will put my palm against it. So it is around basically you need a 1 hand / palm size. And after that, if you want to have a better illustration, I will just take an iPhone 13 to compare it. So it's something like that. Yep, the size wise is like this, and after that basically need a little bit more space, and after that the width itself is like that. Just doing a comparison. So yeah, basically the width itself is slightly bigger. You need maybe a few more iPhone to cover it up. So maybe I'll say around another 3 to 4 more iPhone basically to match the width. And of course for the length itself, it is quite reasonable. And of course on this itself is the device itself is quite light. It's around, I would say, 2 kg or something. And yeah, basically this is the hardware. So we're gonna put it aside, and after that look at what they are offering in the box. So over here we have the power supply, the plug itself that they are giving for us to plug in, after that power up the Avado, and after that another adapter to connect this part itself to this power supply, something like that. And after that, other than that, they also gave us something else, which is the Wi-Fi antenna. Basically this itself is for you to plug the ends of this to the device back. Over here that you can see, it is called Wi-Fi. Just plug it in, and after that from there it will broadcast the SSID of your Wi-Fi. And of course over here this is another stand. So instead of putting your Avado like lying flat on the table, you can also do this magic. Yeah, basically you can just put it somewhere like that, standing up. And after that I would say this is like a PS4 or PS5 if you want to talk about it. So I would say the space consumption wise, it is okay. And after that, I would say it is very convenient with the stand itself. You can just place it like that, so you can see everything at the front, the blinking lights and everything, to see the power, is it on or off. And yeah, basically what else is in the cable. Yeah, over here they also gave us an Ethernet cable to basically plug into your Ethernet. So that's about it in the box. Okay, so we have another good stuff, that is a mount. Alright, so over here this is the fan mount, I think. Yeah, basically to mount the fan or something like that onto the device. Nope, I don't think so. Just let me figure it out, and after that from there we will understand what is this. So yeah, for this itself, I'm not really sure what is this, but I believe it's a mount at the back. So over here we can see at the back itself there is this screws. So I believe this screw is going over here to basically, I think, mount it on the wall or something. Or I do not know man, I mean like honestly I do not know what is this, but of course we're going to explore it. So right now this is the end of the unboxing. So this is what you're going to receive from the box itself. And yeah, basically I'm so happy that this device is here, and of course I just want to plug it in, and of course we are going to basically talk about the setting up and everything. Right, so for setting up the Avado itself, we have the manual. So it is a 3 simple steps to start up, and after that over here we're just gonna do the hardware. So for the hardware itself, first of all, just screw in the antenna. So depending on how you want to set your Avado up itself, if you want to put it lying down, feel free to just tilt the antenna up, and of course the antenna should always be facing upwards, not like this, I would say. So most of you guys will basically put your antenna like that, but of course it's not the correct way to put it. Just put it upright, and after that over here I would say, if let's say you want to let it stand or something, just move it upwards like this. Yep, basically this over here can't really tilt it, so I would say that yeah, basically if you want to set it up like this, I think you only can put it up like this, and after that just tilt it upwards, and yeah, basically you can just do something like that, or I believe that most of you guys will want to do something like that, or on another side just tilt it. Give me a while to basically tilt the antennas. So yeah, it's gonna look something like that if you want to set it up standing up. And of course for this itself, I know what is this already. So this is a wall mount that you can basically screw the back in, and after that from there just screw some walls, and after that put it on the wall if you want to. But of course for my case, the wall itself, I do not own the wall, so I can't do it. So over here I would say yeah, other than that, it's just the Ethernet cable into the LAN port, and after that to your router, to your router, and after that just a simple power supply plug towards the back here to the power option. Just plug it in, and after that from there you can run this Avado already. So I'm just going to set it up and of course show you the interface. Before we jump into this itself, I would like to also tell you the fan itself. For the fan, it is something like that. So there is something like there's a screw in. So what you want to do is basically there's a USB port over here, which on the Avado end itself, there's also 4 USB ports to power up the fan. So what you want to do is basically cool it down. So for cooling it down itself is this part over here where you want to place the fan. So let me hold it properly. So this is the Avado itself, and after you want to place the fan on top of this or somewhere around here to basically let the fan, let the heat get dispersed by the fan. So this is why they give you a free fan. So if your weather itself is hot, or let's say the room is hot, just switch on the fan. If you do not want to use the fan, you can use it to plug it onto your desktop as well to basically cool down your desktop. So it is a multi-use case for this fan itself. So right now, without further ado, we're gonna plug it in and of course look at the interface. Alright guys, we are back, and of course over here I have like some troubleshooting that I would say that most of the time I'm setting up devices, I always like get the unlucky / the lucky stuff. You know, like basically for this case itself, I mentioned about the Wi-Fi, that you will see the Avado Wi-Fi, and after that you can connect to it, and of course it will bring you to this page. Just head over to go.ava.do and and after that from there you will be directed to this page to do an automatic update and everything. But of course for my case itself, I'm just gonna show you the troubleshooting scene that I faced the issue. Basically I can't see my Wi-Fi, and after that from there we can basically go for it. If let's say you do not want to watch it, just scroll down to the description and after that skip it. Okay, so for my case itself, you can see Telegram is popping over here. So I ran into the case. Basically I ran into the issue setting up the device, and after that the Wi-Fi SSID is not shown. Therefore I have tried to plug it in through the HDMI cable, and after that try sorts of stuff that I know of, and after that from there try to configure it. But of course you will know what will happen, and after that I'm just going to read through what happened. Basically I've tried this, and after that from there I have like show the Wi-Fi trying to connect through the other network stuff, and after that from there eventually there is no adapter, and after that basically Google a lot of stuff, and after that from there I would say it has been posted since like basically 5:55 p.m. and after that I'm running out of time, so I need to go fetch my wife and everything. So I stayed at the group itself, it is very supportive, it is very helpful, and after that eventually basically the person told me to do this, and after that eventually this over here I have done it, and after that I have done the troubleshooting and everything. But of course nothing is working out, so I head over to the another group, which is the technical support group. So over here on my case itself, I would like to really thank Tom Van. He is very helpful. He basically assisted me by giving me all the command key on the Avado itself. So we know that Avado itself is a device that is like running on Linux, and after that from there you need to basically do all of this, and basically I'm just going to show you the code. So basically you join it, remote control it, and after that when you basically type a bunch of commands / CLI line, and after that from there know what is happening on the device end. So for my case itself, the Wi-Fi is not showing up, and after that how do I like manage to basically configure it, and after that gotten this itself, I would say it's not really a software issue, it's basically the hardware issue. So for my case itself, is the hardware broken, they delivered it to me broken or whatsoever, but nope, it is not the case. So I'm just gonna read it. So there were some people in the group itself also facing the same issue. Basically the Wi-Fi is not broadcasting and everything. So basically you can try to fix of mine. So for my case itself, it is, yeah, I tried like taking out the antenna, taking out the Ethernet cable, and after that from there put back the antenna, many sort of thing, and eventually I open up the whole case, and this is what it looks like. So over here Tom showed me that maybe you might be facing this kind of issue. Basically the adapter itself, you can see the Wi-Fi adapter might be like how I say it, basically detached from the Wi-Fi card itself, and after that it might be the case that you can't see your Wi-Fi. So for my case, I open up the box itself, everything is intact and everything is nicely done. So this is what I have seen in the box itself, and after that there's a cool RGB. I think this is a graphic card or something, or a RAM, I don't know what is that, but basically it's a cool RGB thing. So this is what is like inside the box itself, and after that you can see this is the power button, the blue light, and after that some RGB. And over here is the issue, the Wi-Fi card that I'm facing. Basically for my case itself, yeah, basically it looks something like that. So for my case, the quick fix itself is basically unscrewing this tip over here. So if let's say you really face an issue like your Wi-Fi is not broadcasting, what you need to do first is not open up the hardware and after that do anything. Just head over to the command line itself by basically doing a putty. If not, you head over to your device, just plug in the HDMI and a keyboard, and from there the password, basically the access to it is basically Avado, and the password is Avado, and after that basically you will just prompt this page out. So the next line that you want to enter for is basically LSPCI, and after that over here is going to show you all of the connectivity of the hardware through the device itself, what is connected, what is not. So over here you can see the VGA is there, and after that from that Ethernet itself, once you plug in the Ethernet, it will show you there's the Ethernet connection, and the light will be blinking, basically stable orange, and after that green flashy. And over here you can see by right there's another line that's supposed to be over down, and I'm just going to show you what's the line. So over here, this is the case. By right, you will see a network controller Quad-Com or whatever it is. Basically, you will see a wireless network adapter card. So for my case, there wasn't any network adapter card. So it's like kind of weird because I see that this thing is basically attached to the motherboard itself, and after that from there I see that, oh, okay, maybe like the PCI is in like damage or something, but when I look at it properly itself, it looks fresh and brand new. So what I do is basically very simple, just unscrew this over here. Very simple, it is just a 5-minute quick fix. Just do the PCI, I mean like the command line itself, find it. If let's say it's not there, just switch off everything, and after that from there just do a unscrew on this part over here, and after that what is that called? Basically the card, the Wi-Fi card itself is this is the motherboard and this is the Wi-Fi card. I'm just gonna do like an example. This is something like that. So the screw is there. So over here, when you unscrew it, the PCI card itself is going to lift itself up, so do not be alarmed. So eventually when you unscrew it completely, it is going to basically pop up, and after that you can pull the card out. So for my case, I pull the card out, I look at the back of the card itself, it is not burnt or anything, so I just slot it back in together with the port itself. So over here, this will be there. So what you want to do is basically push this end, basically just when you're screwing back itself, just give it a tight push towards the end itself, and after that eventually just screw it tight and switch on the device, and voila, the Wi-Fi is up. So this is my troubleshooting, and after that the experience I have basically went through, and I would say, yeah, really will want to thank Tom himself to basically support me, and of course the other people in the group assisting and of course trying to configure it, and of course I would say it is kind of cool itself. So basically this is the rare case that I have, basically the closest thing that the RAM is not being inserted correctly. So for my case, it's the Wi-Fi card is not being inserted correctly, so it's very rare. So I hope that the next NFT mint that I done is basically get a 1 out of 1 or something like that. So I mean like the luck is there, man. So right now we're gonna jump back to the continuous scene of basically setting up the Avado. Alright, so coming back with the video on setting up itself, once you have connected to the Wi-Fi, you can either use it with your phone or I would say on your PC itself. If let's say your desktop does not have a Wi-Fi card, just feel free to use a mobile and just type in go.ava.do, and after that from here it is going to prompt you like, alright, so if I do a refresh over here, it is going to tell you, okay, basically checking update and everything once it's smoothly done, it's gonna prompt you are all set and ready to go. Just click on go to my Avado, and over here it's gonna bring you to the backend page itself, which everybody will see. And I will say that over here this is telling you the CPU usage, memory usage, disk usage. So for my case itself, it's fresh because there's nothing being done. So over here what you want to see is basically the type of application that they are supporting. Just head over to the D App Store. You can see they are supporting the Genesis Validator, and of course many more nodes itself. And of course you can see they also support the Bitcoin Core node. This over here, I would say if you want to run this node itself, it is non-incentivized. Basically some of the nodes over here you can't make money off it. It's just by supporting the network / connecting your wallet to the network when you are going to transact some stuff, like maybe you want to send some Bitcoin over to your friends and you do not want to trust the blockchain.info or .io website to provide you with the validator. You can download your own, and after that from there you have full control over the privacy. And of course you can run the Ethereum node. So if you want to download Ethereum 2.0 itself, you need to basically get the Ethereum node. And of course you can download my Ether wallet, my crypto wallet, and many more applications over here. So from what I see that people recommend by doing itself, just head over to the system and of course set up the remote connect. Basically it's the remote the VPN or something like that. So I'm gonna set it up later on, but of course this is just the back end. So the D App Store itself is basically supporting this kind of network. You also have the Tornado cash relayer. So over here, this I believe you can earn some passive income through it, but of course the minimum stake is 2 Ethereum to start off with. And for this Hopper itself, the client, I believe there's also some ways to incentivize yourself to generate some passive income. Alright, so I'm gonna link this Wikipedia page itself, basically done by Avado itself. Basically they tell you the staking support itself. They do staking support of Ethereum 2.0, Genesis, Avalanche, Quantum, the Qtum, and after that Rocket Pool itself. These are all the staking. And after that basically over here they also have this earning rewards for sharing services. Over here you can see the Mysterium Club, Hopper Box, which I spoke about, and after that the Swarm, and of course Tornado Cash itself. So this over here I know that you need to put in 2 Ethereum, but for all of this I do not know what's the requirement. I'm going to explore it when I go, and of course when I set it up or anything, I'm going to make basically a content on how do you set up and everything, and time to time I'm going to update the channel. And of course from what I know from Avado itself, they are currently slowly integrating more and more one-click, basically I will call it a one-click solution to launch a master node or a node itself onto the device itself. So they are trying to slowly integrate more projects in. So hopefully the next one I might see, hopefully it will be Flux or Presearch. Basically these are the more popular, like I would say, master node / nodes or service validating provider or whatever is currently hanging in the crypto space. So if you want to, you can check it out on my previous video. I talk about the Presearch, gonna pop up above. So some thoughts about basically like why should you own this or whatever. I would say first of all, they are giving a free fan that I would say is quite cool to have to basically cool down your devices, but of course this is not necessary. Some people do not care about this, but of course privacy itself, if let's say you are a crypto a blockchain enthusiast, I would say you will want to basically run this kind of nodes itself to basically have your you can control your privacies, and after that from there you can run the nodes, and after that you can tap into your own network that you trust yourself, and of course you can transact freely. And of course at the same time, for those who are looking to generate some passive income, I would say running the nodes itself, feel free to, because you can really earn some passive income from the Genesis Validator, Tornado Cash, and after that Ethereum 2.0. If let's say you are rich enough, you can try the Avalanche node itself. Basically over here these are all the basically the validator / nodes that you can run, and of course generate some passive income. But the requirement itself might be high for some people, but of course there is some lower tiered entry like Genesis. I believe the Genesis validator itself is only 1 Geno token itself, which is around $300 or $200 to run, and of course you can try running it. And yeah, basically these are the thoughts that I have. And of course for my experience with Avado itself, I would say it is one of the rare occasion that basically I received a new box and eventually it was not screened properly. So doesn't matter, no biggie. I would say I don't need to basically send the device back or something to do a manual thing. So from my end itself, let's say the end user, if you face any issue, just try your best to configure. I believe that sometimes if you talk in a group itself, no one can instantly reply you, and after that you are like headache, and of course you are stressed out about things. But of course eventually the community itself is I would say fair enough, it's good. And after that, from there, I get support from people all around, and yeah, I'm very happy with the setup and everything is done. So I'm going to basically explore other stuff and of course let you know what is going on the back end. And yeah, basically we're gonna see you on the next video. If you want to, use the link down below to support the channel. And I've come to the end of the video. If you like it, kindly smash the like button down below, and after that, from there, subscribe to the channel and turn on post notification. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.